Hi, I'm Jeff Baker at Man in the Kitchen, and this is the iFood TV Summer Grilling Series, sponsored by A Fire. I'm going to enjoy this wonderful Southern California weather by barbecuing tonight, and I'm going to make a beautiful macadamia nut encrusted grilled salmon made with some performance charcoal that's made with, can you believe this, coconut shells. It's going to be perfect. You're going to love it. So join me as I make something absolutely great. Okay, I've got my charcoal ready here. I've used a chimney because I don't want to use that flammable liquid because it's going to influence the flavor of my salmon. We're keeping it pure here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that into my, carefully I should say, place that into my barbecue. I'm going to move it over to the side. I'm just going to use my chimney here to move it over to the back side because we're going to use indirect heat today. Indirect heat. Now, I've got my salmon ready. What I've done is I've taken my salmon and I've sprayed the top of the foil with some nice vegetable oil spray, and then I'm going to go ahead and place 2 pieces of salmon. They're about 8 ounces each, and I've got them over to the other side of the charcoal so I can get a nice indirect heat. And when I go ahead and put my lid back on, that's going to serve as a little, it's like a little kettle in there, and then I'm going to let just a little bit of air in directly over my salmon, so that'll draw the heat right up over the top and over that salmon. I'm going to let that go for about 5 minutes. And then in the meantime, I'm going to make my macadamia crust that's going to be so good. Now, macadamia nuts, right? Macadamia nuts, get the roasted macadamia nuts and put them in your food processor, or you can mash them up whatever way you wish so that you've got a consistency like this. If you're using the food processor, make sure that you get the pieces as small, even dust-like if you can, that'd be ideal. So we're going to start off with a little bit of macadamia nut. We got 2 of these. So I'm going to use probably about 1/3 of a cup, maybe half a cup of the macadamia nut mixture. And then I'm going to add to that a little bit of, melted butter. We're going to have some nice, wonderful melted butter. So probably about 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And then to that, we're going to add some honey mustard. Put in about 1.5 teaspoons, maybe 2 teaspoons of honey mustard. Oh my gosh, you're going to love that. And then go to the store and buy your Japanese panko crumbs. It's a bread crumb that is really a lot lighter. They use this for tempura. Once you've added your butter and your mustard and to your macadamia nuts, go ahead and add this until you have just enough of a nice crust-like texture. And that's about where we want it, like that. Now, what I've got here is some coconut milk, and it's been about 5 minutes. So we're going to take a look at our salmon. Yeah, it's just got a little head start on it, So we're going to make sure that we've got some ample salt and pepper. You actually could do this at the very beginning. Get some salt and pepper on your salmon. I like milled pepper the most, gives it some flavor, really nice flavor. And then right now we will go ahead and coat our salmon with our coconut milk. And don't be stingy, folks. Put some coconut milk in here. I didn't go to the bar section of the store and buy the sweet stuff. This is the standard unsweetened or very low sweet, very low salt coconut milk that you'll buy really in the, you can find this in the Asian food section of your supermarket. That's what you want to buy. Don't get that heavy sugary stuff that you use to make pina coladas. Don't get that. All right, so put this. Now we're going to take our crust, and the crust goes right over the top. Oh yes. Don't be afraid to get your fingers in here, folks. Not going to hurt anything. The crust goes right over the top. Oh, and this is wonderful. This is wonderful because we have our macadamia nut. That's sweet anyway. And then we've got our butter, and then we've got our honey mustard in there. And oh, don't be afraid to put a lot of this, just like this, right over the top, no problem. Then cover it, let it set for about 15 minutes. And the macadamia nut encrusted salmon is ready. Took about 20 minutes. It's just perfect. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try now. Oh, this is the best part, folks. Giving it a shot. How will it taste? I know it's going to be good, but I'm not going to be able to talk after I'm done, so I'm going to say goodbye now. If you want this recipe, maninthekitchen.com. Glad you joined me. Try this and serve it to your family to love. See you next time.